Hello students, myself Dr. Sheikh K. Pratima, Ahmednagar Jilla Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samajaj, New Arts, Commerce and Science College, Ahmednagar. Index number. This is the next chapter as per the 12th standard syllabus. In the last video, we have completed the types of the index number, then the methods of index number. In the methods of index number, there are two methods. First is the simple index number and second is the weighted index number. In the last video, we have already completed that the simple index number. So let's discuss the next point is like the weighted index number. So in this method, we have discussed the two economists, the price index number. The first is the last year's and second is the past year's. See now, in this method, it is the sustainable, the weights are the assigned to the various commodities. Means the weighted index number, they considered the commodities weight. So it gives the relative importance to the commodity. Means that commodity, the quantity are used as the weights. That is the method. Then there are various methods of the constructing the weighted index number, such as the last year's price index number, then past year's price index number. Who is the last year? Last year, I have shared that the autobiography of the last year. Last year is a German economist. His period is like the 1834 to 1913. He formulated the index number for measuring the current prices or the quantities in relation to those of a selected base period. Means the last year will consider the current year price and base year price, okay, and the base year quantity. See, I repeat again, the last year never considered the current year's quantity. So that's why he always select the base period. So the distinctive features of a last year's index number is that it uses a group of commodities purchased in the base period as the basis for the comparison. So let's discuss the last year's price index number. This technique is like the base year quantity and considered as the weights. So the last year's price index formula is like the summation the P01 is equal to summation of P1 Q0 divided by summation of P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So last year cannot used the current year quantity. He used the current year only price and the base year price and base year quantity. So the summation of P1 Q0 divided by summation of P0 Q0. So let's discuss that the P1 means what? P1 means the current year's the price. Then P0 means base year price and Q0 means the base year quantity. So one part is most important, like the Q1. So the Q1 means what? The current year's quantity. So the last year cannot use the current year quantity. He always weighted the base year. He used the technique of base year quantities. So let's discuss the example of last year's price index number. First column is commodity, second is the base year and third is the current year. So the commodity, we have select the four commodity A, B, C, D. So the base year means the base year's the price and base year's quantity. So the first A commodities base year price is 20 rupees and quantity is 4. So let's discuss the current year's the price and quantity. The price is 30 rupees and quantity is 6. Then B commodity, base year the price is 10, base year quantity is 5 and current year price is 20 and current year the quantity is 8. Then C commodity, base year price is 40 and the current year the base year price is 40 and base year quantity is 8. Then the current year's the price is 60 and the current year the quantity is 5. Then D commodity, the base year the price is the 30 and quantity is 4 and the current year price is 40 and the quantity is 4. Okay, so last we discussed the next point is related for that the example. First of all, we calculate the summation of P1 Q0. See now the P1 Q0 means what? P1 multiplied by Q0. So the first A commodity, the P1 is 30 and Q0 is 4. So 30 multiplied by 4 is equal to 120. Then the B commodity, P1 is 20 and Q0 is 5. So the 20 multiplied by 5, it's like the 100. Then 60 multiplied by 8, it's 480. Then 40 multiplied by 4 is equal to 160. So let's we calculate the P1 Q0. So sum of these all figures, it's like the 860. The next is the P0 Q0, same part we have applied. So the first A commodity is P0 Q0 is 680, then B commodity is 50, then C commodity is 320, and last D commodity is 120. So we have the discussed that the summation of P0 Q0 and the sum of these all figures is like the 570. So we applied that formula. The P01 is equal to summation of P1 Q0 divided by summation of P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. Summation of P1 Q0 is equal to 860 divided by 570. 570 means summation of P0 Q0 multiplied by 100, and the last answer is 150.87. So that is the last year's index number P0 Q1. So let's we discuss the second method is like the Hermann-Pasch's method, the price index number. So the weighted index number second part is like the Hermann-Pasch's price index number. So who is a Hermann Pasche? The Hermann Pasche is a German economist. His period is like the 1851 to 1925. He developed the index number to the measuring the current prices or the quantity level relative to those of a selected base period. Means he has to select the current year quantity. In the what is the difference between the last year's and past year's price index number? The last year will avoid the current year quantity, and the past years will use that the current year quantity. See, let's we discussed the past year's price index number. He is in this technique the quantities of the current year are the considered as the weights. So what is the formula about the purchase price index number? The P01 is equal to summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q0 multiplied by 100. So let's we discuss the example related to the purchase index number. So the example is we have select the four commodities, the M, N, O, P. So the base year, the price and the quantity, then current year's price and quantity. So the summation of P1 Q1 means what? The P1 multiplied by Q1. So the M commodity, first of all we arranged that data. We calculate the P1 Q1. So the first part is like the summation of P1 Q1. So the summation of P1 Q1 means what? The first P1 Q1 is the 5 multiplied by 8, that is called as 40. Then the second N commodity, the 8 multiplied by 3, that is the 24. Then next is the 10 multiplied by 2, 20. Then last P commodity 10 multiplied by 5, 50. So the summation of P1 Q1 is like the 134. Then next is the P0 Q1. See the M commodity, the P0 and multiply by Q1. So the 8 multiplied by 2, that is the 16. Then 3 multiplied by 4, that is the 12. Then the 1 multiplied by 10, that is the 10. Then next is the 5 multiplied by 5, it is the 25. So the summation of P0 Q1 is the 63. So let's we discussed the example. We applied the formula P01 is equal to summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P0 Q1 multiplied by 100. So we use that figure. The 134 divided by 63 multiplied by 100 is equal to 212.69. So this is the purchase index number P01. So what is the difference between the purchase and last year's the index number? I repeat again that sentence. The last year cannot use the current year quantity, but the purchase the price index number will use the current year quantity, but he avoid the base year quantity. That is the difference between the purchase price index number and the last year's price index number. So I think you have to better understood these all things. I have discussed these all things in the related to the index number. So goodbye everybody.